Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a YouTube tutorial on my favorite palette, my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to show you guys my favorite look using this palette. I really like it because, one, I love Jaclyn Hill and all of her makeup tutorials, and also this palette has lights, darks, oranges, and then like the neon blues and purples, and then pinks, of course, so you could never really go wrong with that. So I'm just really excited to show you guys my favorite eye look with this. So I'm going to do my foundation and my eyebrows, and I'll be back, and then I will show you guys step by step how to do my favorite look with that palette. Okay everybody, I'm back. So I have done my eyebrows and my foundation, my concealer. That's all that I have done. So now I'm going to move on to doing my eyeshadow. And first what I'm going to use is my Ruby Kisses eyeshadow primer. It really is my favorite. So you just put a couple lines on your eyelid, and then after that you go in and you just blend it. Okay, so after that, it's going to want to let that dry. So then we're going to move on to the Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to be using today is going to be Creamsicle. It's this one right here, the brightest yellowy orange color. What you're going to do is you're going to take just a little bit on your thing, blow off the excess, and then all you do from there is just apply it to the lid. So that's all you do. You just apply this color to the lid. And while you're doing this, so as you're doing this, just make sure it's not too yellow or orangey or whatever you want to call it, because you're going to put a lot more colors over it. I like to mix a lot of my colors just because you can get a better result instead of just mixing like a couple. That's just me, but that's how I go with it. And don't worry about getting too much on the side, because we can fix that at the end. In between like blending all this out onto your lid, make sure you're wiping your brush off so that it doesn't get too much shadow on there, so that it kind of overwhelms it. So just like that, evenly out onto the eyelid. The next color that I'm going to be using from my Jaclyn Hill palette is going to be Pooter. Kind of a funny word, but it's going to be this one right here. It's more of a cocoa-y brown, light cocoa. But yeah, okay. So what you're going to do with that color is you're going to take your brush and just pat it on there, blow it, and you're just going to apply that. So right in the crease right here, and then just kind of bring it up. And you're going to do the same with the other eye. And then when you blend it, you just want to go of like a crescent kind of motion. You don't want to blend it anywhere but like right here. So just like that. And then if you still need to blend out the color up here where your brow line is, you can do that anytime during this. Like, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so after you've done Pooter, the second color, I'm going to now go to the next one in the palette, which is Pukey. So, Pukey color. It's going to be this one right here. And with that, I'm going to take a different brush. I have been using this fluffy kind of one with the bigger bristles, and then this one is more thin. So now I'm going to take the Pukey color and do the same thing what I did with the Pooter color, but now, yeah, you're just going to lay it right there, just like that. And it doesn't really look that dark in the palette, so don't get that much on your brush. Then I'm going to swing back to my other brush that I was using and do the crescent motions. So now that I have that third color down, I'm going to go to the fourth color, and that is going to be, you're going to go to the one below Pukey. So it's called Roxanne, and it's this color right here. Bam Bam. It's more of a orangey color. So now you're just going to dab it. And then with that, you're just going to go with the same, go over the same colors that you just did. So Bam right here. And then same with this lid. And make sure you wipe off your brush after that because it's more of a reddish orange color. So if you put too much, it might make it look not the right way. So now you're just going to blend. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, now you're going to re-blend the outside of it, and you're going to go back to that first color you used when you first started, and that's going to be the creamsicle color, and you're just going to put a little bit on there and put it on the outside, like right below the brow bone, just so you can get that yellowy color in there. So now we have all of that on there. We're going to go to the next color that I'm going to add, and that one's going to be right next to Roxanne, and it's called Jax. This really red color right here. Just going to take a little bit of that. Apply it to the same spot. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to wipe your brush off again, and you are going to blend that. You can use as much, that's more of a ready, it's a deep red, so you can use as much as you want, but just go a little bit at a time. Okay, so now that I have that color in there, we're going to go to the next color by the Jax color, and that's called Buns, I believe. Yep, we're going to go to that one, and we're going to put that one more below what we've been using. So I'm going to go, and that one is called Buns, and it's right here. It's more of a light color. It's more light brown than the ones we've been using, so just going to put a little bit on that and put that right here. Now we are going to move on to a more purpley type of color. So that color in the Jaclyn Hill palette is going to be called Royalty. It's going to be this one right here. So then with this color, all you're going to do, so you're going to take a brush like this, kind of thin, and you're just going to tap it on. And you're only going to do it around the edge and then in the middle. Like, you don't want to do it all over your lid. So you're just going to take this and you're going to dab right here. just like that, and then in the corner. Okay, so now you're going to take this brush and or any brush that you can that's fluffy and that you like to blend with, and you're just going to kind of blend that out like so. Have that blended how you like. Okay. Once you have that blended how you like, you're going to move on to the next color in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and that one is going to be like a more of a royal blue color, and it's actually called Twerk. So it's going to be this one right here. And so all you're going to do with that is just dab a little bit on your brush, blow off the excess, and you're just going to put that right on top of that purple that you put down. And you can use whatever brush you would like for this part. This is just going to make the purple really stand out because you're putting this like the twerk color over it, and it kind of just makes it pop out more. So now that you have the twerk color on your eyelids, you're going to take the MAC Fix Plus that I have used in my first YouTube tutorial, and you're just going to spray that on like a thin brush. And you're going to take the Pool Party color, this one right here, and you're just going to put it in between where you did not put the blue and purple. Okay, so once you have that color on, what you're going to do is wipe off your brush, and you're going to want to make the blue around it just a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now that you have fixed the blue and you have the Pool Party color in the middle, now what you're going to do, you're going to clean up the sides since they are a little bit messy. And what I'm going to use to clean up mine is the loose face powder, so that it doesn't have too sharp of a line, but it's sharp enough that it looks clean. So I'm just going to dip that in. You're just going to take a brush, a big fluffy one, and you're just going to wipe under your eye and wipe it. And that is just going to clean it up a little. And you can take any type of like concealer or anything that you want to do to like clean up this just a little bit better. Now that you have the sides cleaned up, so this is not the final look, but this is just the top eye. And now I'm going to take a tiny little brush like this, and I'm going to go back in to my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use the color Twerk under my eye right here, my waterline. And I'm just going to use that to make my under eye kind of like blend in to my top. Now I'm going to do my eyeliner really fast, and then I will be back. I'll put my eyelashes on, and I will contour my face and do my highlight. I have my eyeliner done. And now I'm going to move on to contouring using my Naked Urban Decay Smoky Eye palette. Okay, so now I'm going to use my bronzer. And this bronzer is by Urban Decay. I used this in my last video as well. Okay, so now after I have put my contour on, I'm going to clean it up just a little. Okay, so now I'm going to do my highlight. And today I'm going to be using two. So first is going to be my Anastasia Glow Kit, the sugar one. And I'm just going to be using these two at the bottom, Starburst and Butterscotch. And what I'm going to do is spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on here. And just wipe it upward. And same with the other side. And then you're just gonna hit your Cupid's bow and your nose, just like that. I'm gonna put some under my arch of my eyebrow just so you have a little sparkle there. Now we are going to do the next, and I'm using the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia, and I'm just going to be using the Luna one in here. It just kind of, it's more white. It's just going to give that little bit of a little more bright. Okay, let's add fake lashes. So for my glue, I'm just going to be using the same glue I used as last time, Strip Lash Adhesive. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this to the lash. Okay, so now I have my fake lashes on. I think that has a lot better touch than without. So now for my lips, I'm going to be using this. It's called Pumpkin and it's from Kylie Cosmetics, literally my favorite. So for this, all you're going to want to do, and it does take a second to dry, but it's pretty good. Okay, so now I am done with my lipstick. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube tutorial on my Jaclyn Hill palette. I really love this eye look. It is my favorite one from the Jaclyn Hill palette that I do. So if you guys have any suggestions or things you would like to let me know, put them in the comment section below. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good day.